Hello everyone, my name is Riya Verma, and in this video I'm going to explain how I have done my 5.1c task, and I am going through all each and every file and explain how everything connects together and how everything is working, and the last I'm going to show my React project that I have done. So basically starting from the index.jsx file. Here in the starting, I had imported the React file and then React DOM file. And next over, I have imported the index.css file and app. So next over, I had used cinematic UI, which means in some parts, I'm going to use the CSS library, which is cinematic UI, which will give a ready-made styling. So next over, I had created a root using React DOM dot create root. So basically, by giving the ID root, it will attach to the HTML element. So next over, I had used here a strict mode, which will be uh, I render the app component inside the strict mode. So react.strict mode is used, which will gonna highlight the potential problems. So basically, this file will be going to act as a entry point to our React application. So next over, I have an app.jsx file in which I had imported the app.css for the styling, and next I have imported two components, which is new post and selection. So next over in here I had the app function returns a def which is named as app, and inside I render the new post and component at the top, and then the below I rendered the selection and then had completed. And I had export this. So next over I have app.css file. So basically, this will going to style my whole application or whole page, you can see. So now this file will be overall styling. So starting from the root will in which I had used maximum width, margin, padding, and alignment. So the root will be designed accordingly. And next up for the logo, I had used height, padding, and transaction. So whenever there will be a little bit color change and hover I had used here, so that whenever uh, cursor will go upon it, it will slightly change the color. Next up, there is also spinning animation defined using I had defined here using this at the rate frames logo spin, as I had used the. So next up here I had animation, as I had told earlier. So padding and coloring is used here. So basically app.css file controls the layout, visual styling of the application. So next up, going forward to the post.jsx file, in which similarly I had imported a React and imported post.css file so that I can uh, style my post.jsx file. So basically there here I had created a simple component named called as new post. It just returned a div with a heading new post, and at the last I have exported it. So moving further to the quotient.css file, you in the post.css, here I had only given the background color, the color, font size, how I'm going to design it, the margin, the boundary radius will give a little bit curvy thing to the ends. So it's just this. Then moving further to the quotient.jsx file. So in quotient.css file, here is the quotient component. So this component creates a form where the user can type a quotient. So basically, I had used as to tag, label tag, input, something like this, and extra area for return. Basically, in this from the starting React is important, and then the quotient.css file is important so that it can give a little bit uh, styling to it. So basically, in this, it will it the user can answer type a question. It has an input for a title, text area to describe the problem, another input for the text, and a button to post the question. So basically, it is this. So here it is the button, the placeholder, the area. So, all the things are this. So the question component allows the user to submit a new question, and basically next up, I there is an article.jsx file. We have an article component in the article.jsx file. This is similar to the question component, but here the user can write an article. It includes a title, starting from the feedback. I had used as to tag, which will display a title will be there. So next up, there will be an extract text area so that it can write. Next up, there is similarly a main area for the article to write then article. So next up there is a tag input will be there, and a post button similarly will be there. So the article component allows the user to share the article inside the question. Next up, I had used export here. I had exported my file. So next up, I have a selection.jsx file, article.css file also, articles.jsx file also a css file, in which similarly I had used the padding, height. I had styled my with different types of things that I can be used here. So these are the things. And next up, I have a selection.jsx file. So selection.jsx file has a selection component. Here I had used React use state, which is important, and use state hook to manage which option is selected. So at the top, and it will at the top it will display that currently this value is selected or currently this value is selected. So I have imported both the files here, question one also and article one also, so that it can tell us which file is open at that time. So basically then I had created two buttons, one button for the question one and another for the article. If the user selects question, the question component is displayed. If the user is selecting article, then the article component is displayed. So here I had used select value and then type radio option question. So anything similarly, two questions are one label is here and another one is also here. I had given a bit margin also similarly. So and in the last I had exported my file. So this was basically the whole file. In app.jsx I have used also after running this. So this is my page, React project. So here is the topic which is used in the selection.jsx file in the last. So I had created two buttons. Whenever I am clicking on the article, it will show the elect article component, and I am clicking on the question, it will showing the question component. And here we can write the title, anything else like question, what is React, and something like that. We can describe here anything we can see. So moreover, here something like anything can be used, and then I can click on the post button here. So similarly with the article, here is the title, abstract, article text are be there, can be there, and tags, and then I have to use the post. So this was my project in which I had explained all the things, how I had created from step by step. Many files can be are be used which are interconnected to each other. So thank you.